What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Loose Takes. We are currently at 148 for subscribers. Thank you so much for showing love. We are on the road to 250 subscribers. I thank every one of my subscribers for taking time and viewing my videos and engaging and liking and giving me your thoughts. Because that's what I love. I love to hear your voice, your thoughts. In this video, we will be going over the top wide receiver prospects for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I originally was gonna do defensive tackles and linebackers first, but we got some news breaking from Michael Gelkin, from Mike McCarthy saying how right now they're viewing Tyler Smith at guard, but they can move around and possibly draft BPA. Now, I know it's unfortunate news that they're viewing Tyler Smith at guard when rookie year, he showed us that he can be, a formidable left tackle. And why we want them to move so bad is because they have the depth they need to fill in the guard position, and that takes O line from being such a high priority for a first round pick to a lower priority, and we could draft BPA or best player available. And that's the hot topic within the Cowboys community, a Cowboys fan community, because there's so many great receivers in this draft that we cannot pass up on. So we're gonna be trying to draft a new toy for this offense, a new toy for Dak, a new toy, just something, another added layer to this offense that we've been needing. As you know, the Jones family did rob us of that when they traded away Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns for a bag of chips, and we have never been the same ever since. Especially with them choosing a hurt Michael Gallup coming off a torn ACL, and he regressed ever since. We released him this past off season, and now we're looking at the depth chart. We only have a couple of guys. We traded for Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks was okay, but what else can you expect from somebody who's aging? He's getting to that point where his production is not going to be as normal, but he will be a hell of a wide receiver 2/3. So let's go over some of these prospects because the wide receiver draft board is deep. Like, so starting off first, Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of LSU. Now, you may know his running mate Malik Neighbors. He's being projected as the top two, top three receiver that's going to be gone. But I really like his Brian Thomas's game. He's very athletically gifted. As soon as they come off the screen, him getting in the rounds, the pro day, him at the combine, him running that 4.3. I looked at all of that because, and it showed on his film like how you know fluid it was for him, how easy the game came to him. He's a hand catcher. I'm really paying attention to that in this draft. Because that translates to the NFL. Having strong hands. A body catcher is a red flag, but not for him. Work early. One thing I do love from watching, the 9 rounds, and what I'm looking for is how much of a buffer space are you giving your quarterback to throw to between you and the sideline, if that makes sense. A receiver who's getting make the throw easier for your quarterback, you need to fight in over the top and be able to give the quarterback more room for error. And if you're doing that, I think you will be a great help for us, especially when it's a crucial deep throw, because because it's only certain quarterbacks in the league that can make those type windows throws that's over the top, over the shoulder, over the top, and every buffer zone that we need for the quarterback will help, and that's Brian Thomas. My comparison for him is a early career Dez Bryant. Because and his athleticism, like because they both love the jump ball. As you know, early Dez was very athletic in his day, and And he was just the game seemed easy to him as well. So yeah. Next prospect, A.D. Mitchell, wide receiver out of Texas. As you know, I'm a Texas fan, so I know him like the back of my hand. Him and Xavier Worthy, we love them both. Two elite receivers. I really love A.D. Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell's going to be probably be one of the top end receivers that's going to go in this draft. He's very gifted. He's very much an X receiver. A he's a a formidable red zone threat. All his routes at the goal line are elite. Whether it be a slat, whether it be Eagles routes, whether it be any Madden route you give him on the goal line, he has keen quick twitch ability and body control to get the needed catches. So he's gonna be a highly uh, solid receiver because the situation is that you be put in the NFL level, whether that be third and one, fourth and one, he's gonna be able to move the sticks because he's gonna be able to be and get the catch. Go to run the routes to the sticks, go to the goal line. He's gonna be able to win the 1-on-1. One thing I wanted to point out, man, his biggest attribute is he doesn't drop the ball. I think he had one drop. It was either last year or the year before. Go check out the stats. He's is single. I'm talking about single digit drops almost every year when he was when he was in college, his college career. One downside, he is a body catcher. Now I did say that's a red flag, but hey, I feel like he's so gifted with the right coaching and with the proper weight room tools, he can build up the hand strength and improve. I believe his game tagged along with um, you know eh, transforming into from a body catcher to a hands catcher will take his game to the next level. Because he's a great route runner. Some comps I'm giving from him. I got two for him. I got an early Kadarius Tony. I know Kadarius Tony did not perform well this year, but y'all remember those early years, especially with him on the Giants. And then George Pickens, from receiver from the Steelers, that athletic build that he just reminds me a lot of that. Next prospect, Keon Coleman, receiver out of Florida State. During the season, because I love college football, he was one of my favorite receivers to watch that I paid attention to. Very physical. He loves contested catches. He's a dynamic receiver in blind spots and attacking the ball from there. I mean, little things like that. That's the difference between a receiver who's gonna last 2 years in the league and somebody who's gonna last 6, 7, 8 years. Because when your athletic build or your athletic skills leave you, all you got is the mental, the quick wittedness, everything that you can do is left, and some of those traits will be, how to find the weakness in a cornerback, how to get to the blind spots, and I think that's very, very important. He has a great athletic build, and he's another true X receiver. Um, and his frame is amazing. He's like 6'4". My comp for him, okay, is AJ Brown. He reminds me a lot of AJ Brown. Um, so yeah, I feel like he will be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys alongside Ceedee Lamb. But this is just one of many. Next prospect, Xavier Leggett, wide receiver out of South Carolina. Man, man, man. If you don't know this, he's not a guy that you probably heard of if you just a casual. If you really in that college football space, you probably heard of him. True X receiver, physically imposing, elite breakaway speed. You turn on the field, he's running away from everybody, and he's a jump ball threat. He has we can see he has the body control and the strong hands. He's gonna be able to make those toe tap, Tony toe tap drag into the sideline catches. Excuse me, and he You just have to watch the film. Just watch the film. When I watch him, the player comparison that comes up to me is AJ Green. From you remember those Cincinnati days with AJ Green, the lean frame, the the body control AJ Green has, the jump catch ability he has. Xavier Leggett screams that to me, and I believe if we would pick him, man, that would be a hell of a pick. Whether it be round one or two, and alongside, I think he will feel all the things that Michael Gallup couldn't do. So yeah, honorable mention guys. I didn't mention, but this is just for if wide receivers is not a priority. First, Malachi Curley out of Western Kentucky, wide receiver. Everyone is starting to call him the Yak King. He's living up to it. Every time he touches the ball, it seems like he's banging his head on the goalpost. He's he's so elite after the catch. And then another name, Javon Baker. When I see him, I just seem like just a reliable receiver. Nothing pops off the screen, but it's always a great trait to have if you're reliable. Um, as you can see, in all these picks, I'm going for formidable X receivers. There's a lot of receivers I like that I put in here because they give off more gadget guys. Like I love Lad McConkey out of Georgia. Xavier Worthy, that speed, but we need a number two and an exit to be on who can win on the outside and fill in for what Michael Gallup lost over the years. And I feel like these guys they can come in and do that. And this is my wish list for the Dallas Cowboys to pair with Ceedee Lamb. And we have the opportunity once again when pairing one of these receivers alongside Ceedee Lamb to be one of the best tandems in the league. Thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe. Next few videos, we're going to be doing the D line, whether it be edge and interior, and we're going to be doing linebackers. And then we're going to round it off before we get to the draft. Um, we're going to do a couple of mock drafts in the simulator, and then be sure to subscribe to the podcast because we're going to be live streaming the draft from there. JM Sports Factory. Until next time, peace.